It's good to see you guys. Well, see your comments anyway. I know that you're here. Um, yeah, so I just feel like, man, you just keep giving and giving. Are you ready yet? Are you ready? Are you ready to find out what you like and what you want? Because when you're ready, God will be ready for you. When you're ready, the divine's ready for you. That's the whole point. Let me see something. There we go. Okay. That's not gonna work. I'm just gonna have to go like this. Sorry. Sorry about that, you guys. F, F, F. F, F. You know what I'm saying? What in the mother of F's? Like, just fucking ridiculous. Can you hear me? You can hear me now, I'm sure. There we go. You can hear me, yay. We're making progress. See these little clamps? They're little art clamps. So if you put them on the side of your phone, you can use them as a stand. An A-frame stand. Just to let you know. You don't need one. You don't need to buy a stand. It's a waste of money. Anywho, let's have a great live tonight. And we got some divination dice and some runes dice. And we got some tarot. We have some oracle. We have charms. We have affirmations. You got we got verses. We got chi. We got karma and dharma. I feel like your karmic debt has been paid already. Like, you've been paid, overpaid that. And so it's like, as I like this good fortune for all of us. It's like, yeah, it's just crazy. If you can't see my face fully, I'm sorry. It's just my back hurts, and I'm not about to like lean down if I don't have to. But it's been a long day. I'm doing a lot of stuff. So, basically, the good fortune, hopefully it brings us good fortune, right? As long as we do the right things and lead by a good example, I guess. It's my favorite gum in the world, and it's sugar-free. Can't have no sugar. Yep. Kind of crazy, but it's like nothing lasts forever, you know? Affirm with me now. Affirm with me. In spirit connections, intuition, inspiration, I felt this. I felt this in the 10th, 11th, and 12th house. Okay? Even in 9th in the rebirth. That even Uriel was the fire of God. You could be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Where's a brilliant crystal? I feel like you're celibate, kind of. You're just waiting for the right person. My seventh chakra, which is empathy, on the top of your head, is open to its perfect healthy state. So say it with me. My seventh chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. Anyways, shit is not easy. It's called living, and living is not fucking easy for anyone. Where is everybody? Can I get some hearts, some likes, so I know that I'm not wasting my time? This is all free. This is for my veterans. If you're a veteran out there, thank you so much for your service and for your family's service and the sacrifice for these politicians that their family's not going out there. So how can they really feel? And then when they come home, if they make it home, they get like a shake with the president, and then what? Was it worth? No, because war, there is no winning in war on either side in the end. And once we can learn to love ourselves, then we can learn to love another, then we can love another as ourselves. You see what I'm saying? In the first 11th, 10th, 9th, 10th, and 12th house. So, yeah, no. I'm going to say I'm manifesting things that we will have, like great health and better health and a lot of money and financial freedom and true happiness, true love, true, genuine, authentic self and honesty and purity and innocence and love and grace and guide us and be our guide to do the best intent to help others and the creatures of the world. And I thank you. Bad intent or return to sender times 10, for God's vengeance has no mercy when it comes to his children, as I pray for the ones that are against us. And I thank you for the ones that are for us. Will you bless them by 20, Lord? I ask in your name, dear Jesus. Whatever you pray, amen. All right. One of the coolest things that I came up with was this incense burner thing. Anyways, my days of creating are like, I don't know. I always say that, and then I write a new song. And I shouldn't, because I always say I'm going to quit. Anyways. Oh, yeah. So, before I even rolled this is Capricorn energy of determination, responsibility, boundaries, discipline, in Leo of passion, with a Libra in the 6th house of home and the 4th house of friendship. This Libra could be a 2, or Leo could be a 2, or Leo could be the rising sign. This also stands for day, okay? For the day, an awakening, a transformation, a balance, a point, a break, like a point break, like through, and not only that, but this guiding, prosperous energy that I feel. This is right here, like pleasure, joy, like it means Wonjo or yin, so it'd be feminine energy. Yeah. So, like the Six of Cups and comfort and prosperity. Yeah. Let's roll again. And if this message came across your screen, it was meant to be. This is the Mercury retrograde. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Let me tell you. Because I've been flip-flopping my jaws all day long, like stumbling over my damn own tongue. I can't even begin to tell you. And Virgo and it rules Mercury. So it's like, yeah, when it comes being down to earth, in communication and logic and mentality, you know, just like logically thinking about stuff instead of just dreaming it or thinking you're gonna live a dream. In Mercury, so right there, Virgo. In third house of family, third house of family, of the sun of ego. Yeah. So this could be like, you could be humble about it, or you could be egotistical about it. And you could remind people of what you do for others. Or you can let it go and forget about it and do it with the kindness of your heart. And that's what the legacy we leave behind. And the scorpionic energy of water. Definitely determined, stubborn, fun, creative, hyper. I feel like the older this person gets, this masculine for some reason, because I thought I was a masculine, not Mercury, until I see the little ears. But yeah, masculine energy of Scorpio. There might be a female that has to take on the masculine role as well as the female role. Maybe a single mom in Leo energy of passion and being a mama bear. You know what I mean? Wow, X, that's gifts. This is gifts. This is sacrifice. This is honor. This is, you could have a gifted smile, which means like a perfect smile. Yeah, and exactly what it stands for, gift. And this like check mark thing that you're like, oh, no check mark thing. Dreams, intuition, emotions, memory. Okay, it means water. So it could be a water sign or lagoons, like lagoon. So your name could start with an L or have an L in it. You're really good in communications, or you could be a specialist in communications. Some kind of negotiator or something. But maybe you're the water sign of the Scorpio I was feeling. This Scorpio here. Yep. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, which is both those signs are the most nurturing signs out of all of them. Especially Cancer. They love to mother, like women, Cancers love to mother. I don't know what it is, but I loved it. I miss it. My grandmother. Alright, so the 12th house, so as I was saying, of intuition, of Cancer, okay? Which is crazy because that's usually the chariot, which is the high priestess, and in leadership of the sun, Don't let your ego get in the way because of your self-discipline and your hard work and this Capricorn energy that rules Saturn, of having boundaries with your partners and in relationships, and being self-disciplined and doing the right things for others when no one's looking, and having a sense of foundation and stability. I think this is the one person you're looking for. Look, Cancer again, that rules the moon, so that's confirming Cancer energy. So basically, it's adrenaline, it's instincts, it's like that nauseating feeling that you get, that intuitive feeling that you get, like, damn, I know I should have went. Yeah, don't ever second guess your intuition. And it's like, your inner world, your vulnerability, you're sentient, you're sensitive, you're clairvoyant, you're, or a clairaudient of some sort. Definitely. And I feel like you're a sun child, not a moon child. Yeah. And you're a leader. You have your own business. You lead, people follow. And I feel like you are a follower too. Because to be a good leader, you gotta learn how to follow. Inheritance. What's this? This is inheritance. This is ancestors are trying to talk to you and give you a message. This is heritage, home, nurturing. You could be that life past 7 I was telling you about, are good in communications and really easy to talk to. Inherited land, that's what it means, really. Opili, or Opila, I believe. Okay, so yeah, home, nurturing. So that's why Cancer came up too, double time. Home, nurturing, and even Pisces did too. You know, and feeling the need to be needed or wanted in a way, and like, everybody wants to feel loved through your creativity. I think, right here, your creativity, it shows a learning skill, luck and offspring and opportunity, but it also means ulcer. So I feel like you're stressing yourself out too much with work, and you're not putting your family first before work. That's why you have your ulcers. And I think that you can, I'm not a doctor, but I think you can prevent a lot of that. If it's not broken, don't fix it. You know what I mean? And just try to make things easier on yourself. Yeah. Make things easier on yourself because of this ulcer, and you're a person with gifts. Honor, someone who sacrificed, someone that's usually happy, a winner, a partnership, communications. Yeah, you're really good in communications. Ow, 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 ow. Sorry, I'm just, yeah. That's what I'm getting, you guys. Earth, like a water energies, but I did get fire. I haven't gotten air yet. So, oh, I did. Libra. Libra energy. So I got all of the elements. So this is a collective reading. Okay. I feel like I'm specifically now talking to Scorpio and a Cancer. and a Capricorn. Um, and one or two of them being of inheritance. Don't get egotistical, because if you don't invest it wisely, it will go fast. So the first thing that you should do, and I'm not a financial advisor, but the first thing you should do is call a financial advisor and call your tax person. That's the first thing you should do. And build a minimalist life to where you're comfortable. You know what I mean? That's what I would do. Jeez. I just never want to have to worry about bills and shit again. For a Leo. You know? Anyways. I think that's everyone. It is too. And it's like, basically, we know that those who love God and things work together for good for those that are called according to His purpose. And that's in Romans 8:28. And I feel like my grandmother is with me, watching over me. Because that is one verse she would always quote to me. When I was having the worst times, I was like back to back, bad luck. High priestess energy. Okay. Always feeling left out. Yeah. Alone. Because there she was different. You're different. People just lied to you and bullied you. And all you could do was live in the moment. You know. And I feel like you had a good upbringing. As far as you didn't have to worry about money. Maybe you had horses in your life, or a farm, or a ranch, or something. And so you're used to the country. And yeah, your parents did you right. In the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. And the Knight of Pentacles. So that's Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy, and that's confirming this right here, the Hermit card, which is Virgo. Yeah, you never really fit in, dude, and you need to get rest. It's like these cat naps because of these night terrors of whatever happened to you, and then people keep lying to you. It's like, why lie? It's just like, you know, tell the truth. If you want your children to tell the truth, then the parents should be telling the truth. And the Gemini card of the Lovers should be coming out because of this card. Not getting enough rest. Feeling humble. I feel like you're a very humble person, and you do appreciate nature and life and what it has to offer, as this Knight of Pentacles comes with good news. However, this Empress energy, okay, I feel is on birth control. And so you're safe, but then you're not safe, because you never know if they have something weird, like you have to examine it yourself, like, go down and be like, let me see. Let me get my spectacles and let me get a flashlight. Can you please move that out for me? Give me some gloves. For real, you never know, especially after the pandemic, yeah. It's awful, awful. Man, I mean, I'm just saying. Some people go low. You wouldn't even believe what I've heard at the barbershop, salon. Jeez. But I also feel in this Empress energy, this is representing, of course, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo as well, backing that. And her being all the queens in the deck. I feel Priestess energy is going to come out just because of the enjoying the moment. So this Knight of Pentacles knows where he's going, has some pentacles, and wants to take this Empress out on a date or something. You know what I mean? She's very tired and lethargic because of the way men, it looks like, have treated her, or her significant masculine energy. And so she's skeptical as well. She could be an air energy now, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But you don't care. You want to have a good time. And what the F was I saying about the Ace of Pentacles? People just want to, she knows that people just want to take. And they don't want to give. You know, it's greater to give than to receive. It really is a good feeling. It's an endorphin. It releases an endorphin. And it's better than even certain things. You know what I mean? It's better to give than to receive. It really is that feeling. And vengeance, like giving it to God, forgiveness, and not letting it eat your energy is like the biggest thing. So yeah, your Ace of Pentacles is coming, and this guy with Pentacles that's spinning Pentacles on you don't even know it yet. And really how much, or maybe thinks you're bullshit. But you're not celebrating something that you should have been celebrating. I feel like you had a falling out with friends for some reason. And you got your heart broken over that. No, because of their greed. Maybe your family too. I feel like it has to do with your work and or something of importance, and they even try to take something from you, except for one, your grandmother. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And this is like you could take any direction you want to go. And the Page of Pentacles, this is the Four of Wands, this is the King of Pentacles. This is the Emperor, the Taurus, the Aries, the Empress, the Hierophant, the Four of Wands. Someone's getting married. Congratulations. Okay? Congratulations. I did say Taurus and Capricorn, right? Yeah. So, is very humble and lives in the moment. And is for this priestess. This person is backing this priestess, and she don't really even know it. Look, she's kind of feeling sorry for herself in a way, I hate to say. And if you stop, don't do that. You know, you deserve to sleep. But I feel like you've been having trouble sleeping because you don't have any real stability in your life. Yeah. And you're starting over. And that's not easy. And the older you get, the harder it is to start over. You know that. So don't be too hard on yourself. You're a humble person. Look, this Cancer energy was I saying about the Chariot and people not recognizing you as royalty when they should be. Because you're absolute royalty. Okay? And I feel like you like riding bikes. You know, again, this masculine energy and feminine. Um, this is also going to show. It's Leo and Leo energy. No, I'm sorry, it's water energy. water Pisces and Scorpio energy. But the thing with the chariot is it represents the priestess. So the priestess is going to come out. Watch. And it's going to happen. Shit's going to start happening super slow. And you're going to appreciate it. They call it mountain time, not city time. Mountain time. And you're like, woohoo! Don't get too excited, dude. We're not in a hurry to go anywhere. That's called mountain time. And you're like in love with this Queen of Wands, and she's fucking beautiful. She's so beautiful. I feel like you don't even want to share with the world. You don't want to share intuitively. You want to follow your heart and just go, and you should. Not lie and should just do it and just face the facts and the truth and be honest face to face, and she'll forgive you. You know, this person of the Six of Wands, this person doesn't forget where they come from and who was there for them when no one wasn't. And is the Magician. Okay, this Queen of Wands, this High Priestess. This High Priestess is the dang Magician. This Queen of Wands. Look. This masculine could be Scorpio. Okay? Water energy of Pisces, Cancer energy is very romantic, but look, he's serious about you. Something about you drew you to him, and for someone who's promiscuous, you sure fucking made a serious man out of this guy. I don't know what you did. But add a girl. You know, make a difference, be different, do what everybody doesn't do. So yeah, this change, this ending, okay, of a path and the beginning to a new future, basically. You know, and very romantic. When it comes to treating this High Priestess. Look, she's also the Queen of Cups. She's a little upset right now, I think. She hasn't heard from you in a while. However, there's no greater virtuous woman or thing on the planet or asset than a loyal woman. You know, that gives her whole heart and all of her love. This light person on the light worker, is the lady you're interested in, this priestess. And she is a light worker. She knows what's going on. You think she doesn't? She's in her 40s, maybe 50s, 40s. It's a little bit overwhelming, yes. And even though people look at her and see her this way as a panther, no, she is just a little kitty. Okay? And people look at her like something that she's not. Always being ridiculed or discriminated. Pisces energy of water as well. What was I saying? Confirming. Water energy, Pisces, Scorpio, wealth and determination. What was I saying about broken hearts and then getting over that, those scars? And that's why the Queen of Cups came in the reverse. It's a bit overwhelming, especially when you're a light worker and you're already alone and you really don't have any friends. You know, it's like, what's the point in paying attention to detail? But let me tell you what the point is. Because you practice doing the right thing and the good thing the right way the first time, then you don't have to keep doing it over and over. You know what I mean? So it creates less work for you in the end. Work smarter, not harder, in this emotional fulfillment. And just do your best the first time around. To an artist, okay? I feel loves the family vibe. Could be a Pisces or a Scorpio. Feeling more Pisces. But then what was I telling you about the Queen of Cups? What was I telling you about that? about how Sagittarius and Capricorn and lies becoming into truths, and if the Seven of Cups comes out, it confirms. So this is person that doesn't care about materialism because she came in the reverse first. But she's willing to, in the Eight of Cups, walk away from materialism just to get the love. The love. All we need is love. Seriously. That will take her seriously. I feel like she has to glamour herself. This is like a glamour witch. Someone's really honest and like they don't take her seriously unless she gets dolled up. You know what I mean? I think you do because there's a feminine, I feel your presence like a Leo feminine, and maybe you have your hair bleached and you have dark hair, and I feel like you have like coincide tribe in your blood of chi. Yes, but you have these really beautiful brown eyes, and you get to wear the coolest contacts because I think green eyes is what I was picking up last night. Also Virgo Libra energy. Okay, of the Queen of Swords. Okay, this is no joke. This Virgo Libra energy. Alright, this freaking Queen of Swords. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. It's just crazy. Anyways, what was I telling you about being uncomfortable in your comfortability? See, this is comfortable. This is giving. But this person is greedy and they're uncomfortable, and you're growing from others' mistakes and mistakes you're making right now from the situation that you're in. I understand, I get it. You're growing right now is why you're uncomfortable. And you just have to stand the test of time and look, because not only that, you should be getting married or celebrating. Celebrating. But instead of celebrating, people are defamating your character. They're talking shit for no reason at all. You did nothing wrong to them. You were there for them. I feel like you gave them free services when you could, as far as haircuts and stuff, or as far as wining and dining, if you're a waiter, or as far as car washes or mechanic work. Yeah. And this person, all he can say is just talk shit to this day. And, you know, you're supposed to be celebrating and happy. This is supposed to be a happy moment for you, but people are so jealous. They're just jealous, and I don't understand why exactly, because they have way more than I could ever. Like, this one dude's rich, and they're rich. I mean, come on, my rich friends. It's not their obligation to get me out of my bullshit. I'm 44 years old. Anyways, the wish is not coming true. And not knowing where to go. Okay, and the Two of Wands here. Wish is not coming true. Yeah. Not knowing where to go. And this was a Tower moment a while ago. That took a while to get over. Because you didn't feel people appreciated you, and you forgot that you worked for the divine, and not worked, but that, not literally, but that whatever you do it for the divine and not for people. Because people will just let you down, but the divine will not. And you reach success through the world card of these fixed signs of Aries, of Emperor, Empress, Four of Wands. that just came out. Okay. Um, Scorpio, water energy, fire, water, and air, which is Aquarius, star energy, which is also the Six of Swords. So if that comes out, and that's getting away from a situation. Look, I feel like you're a man that knows what you want, and your cup overrunneth, and you just want an honest, like honest person to share it with. And here we go again with the Ten of Pentacles. And the truth is that you'll never know if this person loves you for you because you doubt yourself. Once you believe in yourself and believe that you're worthy to be loved and accept it, that's when progress starts to happen. And until you accept love for yourself, there's no way that you can accept love from another. You just can't. You'll just push them away. But this person is not for your money. They could give two fucks less about your money if you're the richest guy in the world. All right? And that's the truth. So, I feel like this person is older, and I feel like they've already been through it most of their life anyway, so what's the difference now? In Three of Pentacles, in collaboration, not really getting along and collaborating well. Maybe there was a misunderstanding on a collaboration. That's how I feel. Yeah, I felt like, I feel like you, feminine passive, were really insulted almost. Yes, also showing this with the Ten of Cups and Scorpio over here, but you were like really upset. Oh, because you love twos. Like, there's givers and takers. I might not have been as rich as you, Mr. King of Cups, okay? And I'm channeling through the collective as well to your person. But moral and integrity. You know what I mean? And doing the right thing. And actually experiencing love. Whether it was reciprocated or not, I don't feel like it was reciprocated. I feel like it was a one-sided love. But this person had work and other family to focus in. I feel like this masculine let this feminine energy down many times for many years. Yeah, very successful at doing that. And he needs to go to a rehab, like one of those celebrity rehabs. And maybe it would make a difference. I don't know, but he's got to want to do it. Yeah, he thinks everybody's against him, and no one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck. That's the thing. No one gives a fucking flying. Fucking Sagittarius of Temperance, okay? And Queen of Pentacles. No one gives a flying fuck, honestly. But stay away from the takers. You need, like, I was trying to, in the beginning, because I didn't think I was going to have a phone for, oh God, ever. Because I didn't want my phone to be smarter than me. So, and computers and stuff, and I don't know what was going on, but it was like, I had confidential paperwork that was compromised, and I had a proto taken from my car in front of my shop, and someone tried to break in twice when I was there by myself when Pat was inside. And so it wasn't him. And the only other person that knew about it was my investor, Mr. Wilson. Yeah. And he told me himself that he would, himself, because basically he never thought I was going to amount to anything or had what it takes. Although he was rooting for me, he could give a shit. All he wanted was whatever, I don't know, really directly, I don't know, because I've never let him to believe anything else but being my father, a father figure, you know? And if Pat would have just did the right thing, everything could have been different. And if I just did something, because see, that's where some things, when you don't address them, is worse than actually doing it and fucking up. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And now Pat has cancer. So I've been meditating and kind of drained and, because I've known him for 30 years. He was my drummer. You could do the Tommy Lee dude with the flip of the sticks. Like, he was a way good drummer, dude. Yeah. Probably better than Tommy Lee. Sorry, Tommy, if you're watching, but you're not. Anyways, yeah, and it's hard for me because I lost my grandmother. When you lose an animal, it's kind of the same. I lost four babies. Actually, 5, if you count my rabbits. And, I lost my great aunt, and then I lost my great grandma, and it's been hell, but it was really started going to hell right after she died. And if I would have left to go to see her and take her to the hospital, Jim would have died at his house because there has been no one there to call for help. And I didn't go right away because of the shop, and Jim wasn't feeling good. And I didn't have a clear conscience, but I trusted others to take care of my grandma a little better. I don't know. It's no one's fault. It's just really hard for me. And so I was grateful that I was able to save Mr. Wilson's life, even though he wanted mine over greed, you know? And I told him in the first place, before anything, I was like, we could put it in your name to insure your family and blah, blah, blah. No, 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 no. And sometimes I wonder if it was just a waste of money or if it was actually a good investment. But if it ever turns out to be something good of an investment, I will do right with it. I will make the wrong right. You know what I mean? Helping people. Not forgetting where I come from and who was there for me. Who took care of my stuff and who just was there for me. Going through this menopausal thing. I'm 44, believe it or not. I know I probably look a little older, but it is what it is. And, yeah, I just feel like you will never know if they love you for you or not because you've never experienced love reciprocated either. That's why you feel that way. That was my whole point. Because you're a giver and been around the wrong, takers. And you've never experienced reciprocated love either, ever. I don't know how old you are. I feel like you're emperor, like 40s, 50s, 60s. Or almost in your 60s. Anyways, Wow, that's pretty powerful. Yeah, so that's why you always thought they were in love with you for your money, because they never reciprocated the love you shown. And they probably were, because they couldn't relate to you. They could only relate to one denominator, which was money. Well, I'm not like that. Fucking money. I like to have an intelligent conversation once in a while and have an opinion. That'd be nice. And I'm kind of a geek. I love science, and I love the cosmos and marine biology and biochemistry and chemistry and all that fun stuff. I don't know. Science. I know. I'm a weirdo, but it is what it is. If I can learn it, I want to learn it. You know what I mean? Um, and I think if more people have that attitude of just taking that bull and fucking yanking it by the horns and rolling it on its belly, just do it. No playing around with it. You either do it or you don't, or you're getting pinned up. So it's like, take that bull by the horn and fucking roll it on its back. Make it submit. You know? I don't know if you've ever been in a rodeo, but yeah, I've been to one. But this is like happiness. Your happiness, your joy, knowing that this woman is actually, you're gonna feel a love reciprocated you never felt, and she's gonna feel the same. So don't get scared when this nice woman is kind to you and try to scare her away because you think that that's not love because of the way maybe you're raised or taught or around. Like me, I thought love was dysfunctional when it wasn't. It took me till my 30s to realize it, that I had abandonment of daddy issues before I realized, hey, it's because of my father. You know, like honestly. And the fact that my pappy died, because he's rolling in his urn, I guarantee it, in these pentacles, that the grass needs to be watered, motherfucker. You know, and the King of Pentacles. What the hell was I saying about the King of Pentacles? Of Aries, Taurus, Hierophant, Empress, Emperor, Four of Wands, Page of Cups, Six of Swords, Capricorn, Hermit. Yeah. So this is the man who gets what he wants when he wants it. This guy has the favor of God. He knows how to follow. I feel like he's a singer or something. Definitely a musician, but a good follower, is a great leader. And I feel like he always keeps the perspective of being a good follower. Like I do. Like I try to myself. You do. Look, strength. Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And, or King of Wands. This is lies becoming into truth. This is a man that's very handsome and uses his looks to his advantage sometimes. And, yeah, and lies becoming into the truth. So if Seven of Cups comes out, that's why confirming. Alright? This man who could do whatever he wants because he's a celebrity, right? Yay. Must be nice. Although, they go through a lot of bullshit too. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, like they're not free, they can't do what they want to do. No, this musician signed Nope, he's owned. Yep. That's his house, his cars, his fancy way of living, his expensive wife and kids. It's just sad because it's a lender that will own him forever, or her. That's why I stayed away from credit cards and public lenders when I had my shop. I had 2 credit cards for very low prices, and my car was building up for my SBA, and I was 3 months away. I could have saved it without going through a lender. Yeah, so logically, being a person that's introverted yourself and you having to be extroverted is very uncomfortable in your skin. I get it. I mean, I fully get that shit. That's really messed up. You know, especially in your own home. Yeah, especially in your own home. Look what I was telling you about making choices. And I didn't make any choices. And sometimes making a bad choice in the 7 of Cups is better than making no choices. I was just telling you that, wasn't I? And then being able to be on target even if you can't see with your eyes. It's all by feel. This justice, these lies are going to become into truths. Libra energy. How embarrassing I feel. I just got this embarrassed feeling, like this awful feeling when I picked up that card. Yes, Knight of Swords of determination. Knight of Swords. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but also the Knight of Swords. And determination. And I believe it's also this clarifying the 2 of Wands. Or the 2 of Swords. And then knowing the truth. Knowing the truth but not having the proof. And or vice versa. I don't know. Star energy. Aquarius. So fucking jealous of you. Libra energy. Look, so fucking jealous of you. They think they're competing with you. There's nothing to compete with. What is there to compete with? There's nothing to fucking compete with. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why? It's all about perspective. If they focus more on their life, they would get more done. If they were more determined. Yeah, this star Libra got away from a bad situation. That no one would help her. Look, Ace of Wands, yeah, stuck project, feeling stuck, feeling like helpless and not being able to get the help. And I feel like she relocated because of that. There's nothing that she could do. If she wanted to live and survive, that's what she had to do. And I feel like you almost had a death wish on her. Anyways, you're not really feeling so adventuristic anymore because we're all getting older. You just want to argue, and that's not even, just learn to debate. I mean, assertively. Yeah, soulmates. Okay, Gemini. Soulmates, commitment, you know. And it's like, well, if you don't like this person, why are you with them then? You know what I'm saying? They're very generous. Yes. Yes, they are very generous. But crying over spilt milk isn't going to do any good. And trying to get away with something that's not yours isn't either. And trying to be impatient and non-meditating and Sagittarius and being pessimistic over the hangman of good intentions and optimism. This is literally pessimism going over that. King of Swords of logic. You go to him with logic, not emotion. You go more to the King of Cups with emotion. Logic here, because of your attitude of gratitude. And you become partners. Both air energies, I feel. Yeah, and he gets you away from the situationship. Look, you're spinning the wheel right now intuitively, and you don't know what's going to happen, and you're kind of afraid of the unknown in a way because you could see your own, but it's harder because of distraction. I feel like this is health for you. This good fortune is your health. And so keep on doing what you're doing, whatever it is. Okay, as long as it's legal and what your doctor says and it's helping. Capricorn energy, definitely. This is the Capricorn, for sure. Trying to get away here. Making you feel bad over spilt milk. This logical person. Yeah, the Five of Swords. Be careful what you wish for because it might just come true. But it's, again, competing. It's like all the fives are kind of bad, except for the humble card. And that's my perspective. I'm probably the only reader that reads that like that and Tower the other way. But with this Five of Wands and this Five of Swords here, it's like it's supposed to be self-nurturing, but all you can do is hate and not relate. See, you would walk away from all these emotions. You would, in your anger, but would you when you're not angry? And it stems back to your childhood. It stems back to this maybe cat you had or a lizard that you had with you. I'm just saying these are like your guardians or your familiars. You're like living on the edge, man. Have you ever heard that song by Steven Tyler, like Aerosmith? Living on the edge. Yeah, that's where he is when it comes to needing to make a decision in the Three of Wands. Okay? As far as soulmate. And he's kind of immature, so he's young. He doesn't have as much experience as you. Justice. Okay? And maybe you're there to show him the balance. And the Two of Pentacles, the balance, infinite love, reciprocated. It's like something you both never experienced. Yeah, into the balance. No matter which way you look at it, it's balanced. That's logical, masculine energy. Yeah, Capricorn, the reason you've been crying over spilt milk and not appreciating what you have is because you've been feeling that this Capricorn has been lying to you and this Sagittarius. And that they've been lying to you. Look, the Ace of Swords in the reverse. They have been lying to you. And you're grateful that you're alive. So how could they treat you that way? Aquarius. Okay, Star Justice. Energy of gratitude. How can they treat you that way? It just baffles me. You know, how can anybody treat... It's like a pack of dogs, like picking on the runt. You know, people are like that. It's the weirdest freaking thing. And it's like we're not dogs, we are intelligent beings. I mean, if you want to go there, then dolphins should have equal rights too, because they're just as smart, except they didn't develop thumbs. So look, up here in the hermit card, there's a little owl there. I feel like this owl is a symbol of wisdom, which is wisdom you get through living and experiencing your mistakes and learning from others' mistakes. So that's the difference between wisdom and knowledge, I guess. You know what I mean? Anyways, you're generous. You really are. But only to the right people. Not to people who's gonna make you feel like shit. And you're like, get your sleep. Screw these people that lie. Just follow your intuition. You're a beautiful queen. And so are you. You were a beautiful person. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm your gal. I'm your one and only pal. I'm here when you need me, when you need a shoulder to cry on. I have over 3 years of content. I'm sure you will be amused. However, if I don't have you run out of content, I have other content people there that are great as well, that I like to listen to personally. So I do this for free. So please subscribe. Subscribing is free. If you leave a donation, thank you, thank you, thank you. But it's not expected or not, like it's not expected. Definitely not. And I just want you guys to do good, and I just want one favor from you. Subscribe, like, and share the Floating Straws video from this channel. Floating Straws. You'll see like a video of a Red Bull, and it's under Timeless Messages 1111. Help me get the word out for edible straws. I would really appreciate that. Yeah, this emotional happiness, sticking together, being successful, fixed signs of Aries, Scorpio, and the stars. You're special. You're special. Justice. Lies becoming into truths. Alright? When it comes to success and this star energy of Aquarius, I feel is most protected, but I feel like he's kind of playing a game too. Maybe he's hurt. Generous. He's generous, but he plays like he's not. And he's into this Libra. Whatever air sign Libra, he's an air sign too. So it's like 2 air signs are blowing all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Messing up everybody's due. 10 of Pentacles. I'm not going to say any more, Aquarius. If you're listening to me, you are destined to be with a Libra, which I would call an AI, which is a brunette who dyes her hair blonde, colors her hair blonde. Just kidding. Okay, so right there, and your generosity. I mean, come on. Come on. It's like right there in the cards. You're a very rich person, and your person doesn't even know it, and I don't even think they give a shit. And if you told them and you acted like a jackass, they probably wouldn't care because they're 1 in a million, 1 in 8 billion. Especially to give me a thumbs up and give me some flowers, some digital flowers if you agree. Okay, so just know Just know this. Do not worry about tomorrow. Okay? Because tomorrow has its own worries. All by itself. And that's in Matthew 6:3-4. So I feel like you're really easy to talk to in communications and of friendships. And your friendships you've had for a long time. Your name could be Maddie, Matthew, Michaela, Mariah, Missy, Sparkle, Tammy, Tamara, Tara. Definitely. Yes, collective. So just remember that, okay? When things get a little bit rough. Now, this is a new kind of thing. It's it's like a hybrid oracle tarot. So, I've used it before. I'm familiar with it. I have to split it up because it's too big and my hands are so freaking weak. And the card stock is just really thick. So I like the thinner ones, but I don't like the points where they're actually gonna rip. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on. But you could tell, like, even at a restaurant, someone's putting their heart into the food. Or if they're just throwing slop together. You could tell there's a fucking difference. I did not know any white boys could fuck up his soul. I'm working at that one place, I forgot it was called. And I did not know that you could fuck up Hazoli that bad, dude. Yeah. It was awful. Awful. Anyways, let's see what the divine has for you. And I have to hurry up because I have a So, I'm very nervous tonight. Just because it's, not comfortable. Delays. Look, there's delays. I'm sorry. There's momentum. There's momentum. Yeah. And the 8 of Wands. Accelerating progress. In tradition, you're a person of tradition, structure, ritual, conformity, establishment. Yes, aligned with your inner truth. Mastery. Take this time to refine your craft through discipline, persistence, and effort. This is the 8 of coins, so it's basically pay attention to detail and be repetitious until you get it, until you get the craftsmanship, till it becomes muscle memory. Experience. What was I saying about how you need experience? Not even a degree is going to help you. You need some kind of experience anymore. That's why when you're in school, you should get a job and do the hours, like out of school, and you know what I mean? Yeah, that's the only real way that you can really get good at it. Like the lady that worked with me was like, it was 6 months every day, 7 days a week, in a very busy shop. That she built from scratch up. Someone took away because of her 3 shops, okay, and divorced, and I had to sell them all, fucked up. So responsibilities, because they had them after marriage. So we're gonna do anything business, do it before. Feeling overwhelmed, Heavy burden of responsibilities. Yeah, definitely. Duty, stress. I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Especially when it comes to mastering something. And you might be insecure of its confidence that's holding you back and making you jealous, like what I was saying, of comparing, and draining. Okay, but this person is very demanding and jealous. I don't know if it's the safest person for you. Collective. As far as responsibilities, I feel like, yeah, Saturn of responsibility, self-discipline, like with that Capricorn rules, has that mindset, but is not a Capricorn. Maybe wears it. Look, wants to be a star. Rejuvenation. This hope is renewed after a period of adversity, and the future is bright with new possibilities. Healing, renew, peace, blessings. The star. This person wants to be a star, and they have for a long time. And they will tell anybody that they love them, even just to get that. And this is the thing. Unhealed patterns are codependencies that may be surfacing and are compromising too much. So, yeah, divorce, incompatibility. Okay. Or it could be your soulmate. No, but I feel like divorce is separation, something. And it's gonna happen super fast. It already did. Gosh dang it. Do we have to start over again? What the, in the effery? Insolvency, oh my gosh, reverse. Run, mismanagement, choosing. It's like, you may never see a management again, I don't know. They failed with your finances and your ventures, and erosion of your security, so they're pretty pissed off. You're pretty pissed off. I don't blame you. It's like a tax lady that did you bad, and now you're talking to someone that you might be able to trust, and not thinking that you can, and just want to fuck every other woman over. Seeking answers that can't be found within intuitively, so you're like, fuck it. Higher power mystery, the sixth sense, I feel like you're gifted with. Bad intender, return to sender, times 10. Thank you for your protection. Bad intender, return to sender, times 10. Thank you for your protection. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your love, and thank you for your place. Please clear this place of bad energy. You're not welcome. Anything of bad energy is not welcome here. In the name of Jesus, I pray, and whatever you pray, amen. Yeah, you're finally, that's where you're at in the moment. Speaking to someone that you thought you can trust, and then you try to ruin it again by something that you know would ruin it, because you really don't care, and you're just on a mission to hurt other women because they hurt you. And don't expect this woman to try to talk to you again, because now she knows. This person of balance could be a Libra because of the scales, and adaptability and flexibility of this crucial prioritization and competing your demands, prioritization, time management. It's just awful. Yeah, collective neglect. You haven't even put in no effort in this relationship or anything. You've stretched yourself thin between work and home and living a little and caring for your even self to go to the hospital or to get a checkup or anything. Undergrounded, being wicked. Wicked. Maybe you're from the east. This is the Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay? You're wicked from the east. Star energy. Masculine. Okay? Yeah. Okay, not all women are like that. There is 1 in 8 billion. It's not like that. We just hope that you can find your needle in the haystack. Harvest. Look at this, resulting in time and work and prioritizing and sustainable growth of an instant reward, which is investment, long-term, and patience. So I think that, like, you did take this investment, knowing it would be, like, a long-term thing. So maybe it's going to take a little bit longer for it to get, going. But at least it's going to get going, and I think you're going to see its success. Yeah, because you've sacrificed, you've done boundaries again. Boundaries in Saturn, Capricorn, of essential compassion doesn't mean of self-sacrifice. It just means of codependent and being a martyr, basically in the Queen of Cups. So remember, it's like, don't do that. Treat yourself with love because you deserve the best. Collective. What have you done? That's crazy. Collective, what have you done? Fear of change, that's why. And fear of the unknown. Being reluctant, being procrastinating in this idea because not only do you know where you're going to go, but it could lead to missed opportunities, destruction, change, upheaval, something unexpected. You know what I'm saying? When you sacrificed all this stuff, like your health almost, yeah, just in this instance, it's like you ain't even near the castle. So, yeah, God's protecting you there. And prosperity, look, promising venture investments emerging, offerings, potential. This is opportunities and resources. This is the financial stream of lucrative streams of income that you could create. Innocence, collective, innocence. Okay, approach life with a sense of wonder. Stay open to imagination, insights, and ideas. You cannot forget about being the artistry dreamer that you are and your playfulness. Don't lose your childlike playfulness, your inner child, basically. Don't lose that. I think that's what keeps us all going to some extent. And it's maturity, too, of being a leader, balanced, an intellectual, maintaining this grace, of turbulence, wise counsel. And this is on the paternal side, a diplomat. Yeah, thank you for the subscribes, likes, and share. Thank you for being here with me. Yay. Thank you so much for being here. And sharing this message. I was feeling channeling this stuff. And I had to share it with you because there's always, usually when I sentient too, so I feel it, then I gotta go on and say it, or it'll just bug me anyways. Yeah, because people have tried to manipulate this person, and I'm gonna leave it there. Manipulation. Yeah, expectations, false promises, leading to disappointment. Yeah, unrealistic. Mixed signals. This person is serious about being with you, though. Just know that. Very serious celebration, celebrity look. A special occasion calls for a celebration bringing joyful energy to home and community. So the community and everybody in your life is gonna know that you're with this peasant girl, inevitably, supposedly. How do you think that peasant girl's gonna feel? Just wondering if you ever thought that out. What about her? You know, she doesn't want to deal with this corruption from people or deceit. She doesn't deal with dishonest people. Period. You either are upfront or you're not upfront. And steadiness. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. It's so annoying. It's like, and people really think they're gonna get away with shit. It's like usually if I ask a question, I know the answer before I even ask it. So, get real, people. And adults act like that. It's ridiculous. And excuse my language, but I'm gonna do a 3-card spread too. With, of course, the Ocean's Tarot deck, which is actually sponsoring this channel with cards. So, that's pretty cool. I would have never imagined. Pretty awesome. Thank you to the sponsors of Ocean Tarot. You got my message of the edible straws, I take it. Sea shepherds, as we are. So I'm going to do a 3-card spread. And then I'm going to do a reflection card. And we're going to end it on that, I think. Because I have to get up early. But I had to get this to you, my better half, and to everybody who needs to hear this message and give some kind of hope. I know it's like to not have hope. It's a really messed up feeling. It really is. Thinking, what did you do? You never gave them a reason, specifically never gave them a reason to bitch because you knew they'd find something anyways. And if that's you, I'm sorry, collective. Yeah, so let's see. 3-card spread. The Magician. The World. and celebration of the Three of Cups. We got a positive perspective in the Hangman. Tell me more about the Hangman, Spirit. The Queen of Cups. There's no greater love than to give your whole heart. And this is why the divine is blessing you in ways you would have never imagined. And people try to take your dignity away and lie to you, play games with you. Libra energy, justice, lies becoming into truth. Moon energy of Pisces. Okay. Yeah. What did this Pisces do to you? So your reflective cards are great, dude. I mean, look, you're the Magician. First out of the major arcana. This is the High Priestess in materialism. Being successful, and the Magician being successful, and also being of a celebrity. And I feel like the feminine is going to know how to act by the time you come around. She's going to know what it's like to be a celebrity. The Hangman in the reverse is basically optimism in Sagittarius. And Pisces energy. And then the Queen of Pearls is no greater love than a woman to give her whole heart and her whole love and loyalty to one man. And the Seven of Spears, it's like people try to manipulate and get away with lying to her, maybe cheating on her, and treating her like crap. Even the King of Swords, okay, with the lies. And it's like, it'd be nice if you could trust someone. Libra energy of justice. Okay, this Pisces, what was I telling you? What was I telling you? So that's what we have to reflect on in the 11th house currently, okay? But other than that, you're golden, baby. Golden, okay? And you have a good nature to you, so that's good. Look, a romance is gonna happen for you soon. So, put in the comments your favorite flower. Is there a reason why no one's chatting? Like, no one's really chatting or on them. Maybe if I'm getting any views, I can barely tell. 1, 2, 3. And so, yeah, a romance. Oh my gosh. People don't back this one. Because it's not the right one for you. And you deserve better, if you know what I mean. Focus in your career, focus in your child. Oh man. People having your back. Big time. Big time. And the 7 of coral and the 8 of coral. Yeah. You ain't gotta worry, collective. You're good. As gold. better than. That's why it's good if you're gonna invest and you're really rich, it's really good to invest in gold or silver bars because they never change its value. And currency does. So if you're afraid of anything, and I would get small nuggets, I wouldn't get bars really. I would get like nuggets, you know, for trade in different size for the different work. I don't know. But America's going to shit, man. I don't know what the hell is happening. But I just wanted to enjoy the rest of my years after I did so much homework and effort for you guys in putting this novelty razor together so you don't nick yourself ever and prevent all radical irritants from overly curly hair to the most sensitive places in skin to straight hair and in between. Love. Yeah. Love. Love is an action as well. Adapting. Really smart. And adapting. Keep me a Sagittarius. And patience. But, cunning. Very cunning. Yeah, I just don't understand why people just can't be cool. You know, it's like... Just remember, before you point the finger at someone else, look in the mirror and reflect and point that same finger back at you times 10. Because usually it's the one that's fucked up in it all that is the guilty one. So talks about it too much. It's like, what the fuck? Anyways, blending in salamander style. Okay, and growing. You're blending in and growing. And during this blend and growing, because of your love for a hobby or something, you're going to get a deal. Okay? With I want to say either SpaceX or Virgin Galactica or NASA. And maybe even Universal. I just need one person who believes in me and my products. Like Jim did. And it was his idea, or I wouldn't have went for it. I thought it was a joke that I was a business owner. But, yeah. Anyways. I don't know about this deal, but whatever deal it is, it better be, like, legal and comfortable for everyone. Like, deal of what? Deal of cards? That's what I'm doing. Right now, you see this courage? Courage. Communication. Believe. Be effing leave. Okay? I feel like you're as soft as a rabbit. But if you touch me wrong in my hip or something, I might get you with my big teeth. You know what I'm saying? New beginnings. This is like a rabbit that has transforming with butterfly and wings and sunflowers and roses and there's a web, okay, that's on his horns. So, it is a very creative card, but yeah. It's like, maybe you gotta believe to see the bunny lope, okay? Maybe you gotta live to see it. I don't know, man. Power, all over power in this energy. Pissing contest for most, not for me. It's not a pissing contest. I don't have that kind of plumbing. But, yeah, Libra energy and balance. Yin and yang. Rebirth in Scorpio. Okay. Transformation, being very, like, fragile. I feel like, the feminine or masculine traits is not post yet, but will be soon. And I'll pray for your surgery. I feel we all need to have good intentions toward another because the divine loves us all. We need to be transparent, just as the jellyfish, with everybody and love another as we love ourselves. And be free with each other like these narwhals. There's nothing like someone's freedom, and I feel like through memory you haven't had that. Oops. You know, but then look, Care came out with the Cancer, you know, with memory, and not just that, defend. Your family is going to defend you, High Priestess, in Scorpio energy. Yeah, because something, yeah, only because it was just wrong what happened. It was, and it was like really, yeah. Anyways, you try not to leave when the going gets tough, but it just comes to a point where, like, if you're gonna lie about me like that, like, what else would you do about to me? You know what I mean? And this Pisces determination of providing and being a Taurus. Of Hierophant energy, I believe it is. Yeah, it is. Anthony. You're a late bloomer, it's like, and again in reflection, 11th house. Don't give a fuck about the 9th and 10th, about others and how they look at you. Only your name and your good legacy. How you look at yourself is what is important. And that is the freaking truth. The freaking truth. So, I'm not really sure what time it is, but I'm so anxious about my core because I don't like dealing with that. Like, that's the reason I let a lot of stuff go in the past, because I don't like being in one of those places, because ever since I was 24 months old, I was in one like twice a month. So I was emancipated practically. And I will do anything to stay out of one of those fucking places. So it's like I don't go around trying to do anything to would ever jeopardize my freedom. I wouldn't. Because it's not my music or my dog. Seriously. And that's for reals. Alright? Brillios. Brillios, bros. Okay? Yeah. So, um... oh my goodness. It's so late already. It's crazy. And I am just like, I'm so tired. Anyways, let's do some charms. A couple little charms, and then we'll call them. Give me some likes, some hearts. Please subscribe, share, and like with the algorithm. And if you're going to share a video, please share the floating straws video. It's a Red Bull with the clear straw that's cut and a thumb. Okay? Is my thumb. Under timeless messages 1111 or 1111. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see what some of these charms have for you before I go. I just hope that we can get in and out early tomorrow and get this shit dealt with. Because I dread that. I will do anything I can to stay away from that awful place. I mean, that's enough for me, you know what I mean? To wake me up. I mean, I don't even need that, honestly. I think it was the fact that he just wanted me to not drink wine at all anymore, honestly, but whatever. Moth. Silky as a moth. Someone who does this a lot. Or someone who's like in karate or a climber or very self-fit and self-disciplined. Someone who's into Marvel. Is it Marvel? Yeah, Marvel. Someone who lives by the beach. Perhaps made their backyard into a beach. I don't know. But yeah, they always were like outside and enjoying the beauty of the sound of the waves. I feel like you can't eat hot Cheetos, but you freaking love them. Yeah, I can't eat sugar. Squirrel, I feel like you even take care of the squirrels, the little squirrels in your neighborhood, like feed them nuts, especially if you live in around Sunland or have a friend there. Maybe feed their squirrels nuts. Yeah. And definitely resonate with the water. You or your person, it doesn't matter what sign you are, but you could resonate with the water, or you could just be a water sign. So, looking with the one-eyed monster, I think you're out of monsters and you need an energy drink. But green, being of green eyes and the color of money, keep it weird. Like, the weirder, the better, right? This person, broken heart, over and over and over again. It's like, this is what I was saying earlier. I was like, you and your person has loved the other person, but they have not loved you the same, so you don't know what it's like. You won't know what it's like until you actually are with the person who values your integrity. Yeah. Don't be like a deer in headlights. You know what I mean? Oh. No. I feel like don't be too confident or brave or cocky. That's when you get in accidents and make mistakes and this and that. Stay as calm as possible, like the eye of the storm. You're like the coolest motherfucker. And look, dude, you want to invest maybe in this channel. Who knows? Will you invest in my channel? Look, you wear glasses, or your girl wears glasses, these kind of style glasses. Um, I feel like, um, your girl was giving you kind of bad vibes tonight, so you're lucky that you got the good vibes only, because you don't deal with that kind of shit. You don't have time for it, you're too tired and busy. Um, yes, look, this new beginning, 8 for new beginning. Um, I feel like you live on the west, like Washington and California. This is actually a pharaoh's head. But I feel like you're a king, and the way it came out, I just feel like this is the west. If it came out this way, I would say this is Florida, and this would be the east, you know? But it's actually a pharaoh head. But that's just the way I translate it. So you live on the west. And you're a dinosaur when it comes to computer and technologies. I feel like something about a helicopter. That's how you travel a lot lately, is through helicopter. And maybe you have to get into your property through one or with one or something. I don't know. Confirmation. Like, you love Christmas. Who doesn't? It's my favorite time of year, right? It is. And sunflowers. Leo energy, I feel. Um, someone who likes root beer floats. Um, someone who's a sleepyhead and couldn't sleep, but is ready, all snuggled up. Intuitive. Look, they're intuitive and empathic. And they remember where you've been and where you were because they were there. Loves Disney, loves pink, and loves these bows. And these bows look so freaking cute in this one chick's hair. Um, yes, I feel like you both love mermaids. Both love mermaids. And definitely a fox, but you're not a cunning fox. You're an honest fox. So you give it to the person. Like delivering the white elephant into the room. You're not afraid to do that. And that's what intimidates men, I think, too, or people. You have a cat, as they're in between worlds. Um, I want to say it's not the skinless, but, or the hairless, but, Persian cat. I feel like you got a Persian cat. Yeah. I feel like you got her from somewhere else, another country or something, although they have to go through quarantine, but this was before the pandemic. So they still had to go through quarantine, but not so long, I guess. Anyways, you have this cat, this tabby gray, maybe. Maybe you have a black one too. Anyways, you like Chinese food because Encore is at 11. Maybe Scorpions is your favorite band too, or one of them, and you're classic rock. I don't feel like you use straws anymore because of the message on this channel. So thank you so much for not using plastic straws or any straws at all. And if you do, go on Amazon and it is edible straws. It does not mean you have to eat them. They do flavor your drink quite well. And not only that, they disintegrate within 14 days, and they're very eco-friendly and effective and proficient and effective. And paper straws don't work worth their shit. Let's get real. And they're not eco-friendly. So, yeah. Pretty much collective. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's been a long day and a long night, and I have a long day tomorrow. Wish me luck, pray for me, and that a miracle will happen, because I'm freaked out. I'm so freaked out. It's my record. You know, I work so fucking hard, dude, for someone to lie on me like that, and it's like, it's just ridiculous. There's no evidence at all. It's just ridiculous, and it hurts me more than anything, honestly. But anyways, because when you care about someone as your own family, anyways, remember, don't worry about tomorrow, for it has enough worries of its own. Yes, it does. And thank you so much. I love you guys. You guys have been so freaking fabulous. I'm gonna be on a live tomorrow night, and I'll let you know how court goes. Hopefully, I'm praying. I think so. I mean, because I'm doing everything he said. I've been sober 30 days from no alcohol, no wine, nothing. Today is my 30th. I should get a 30-day ship. But anyways, the whole point is it works if you work it. Plain and simple. Yes or no. We have that choice. No one else does. So, and it's not easy sometimes. But emotions come and go within 10, 15 seconds. And once you realize that, it's way easier. And the first time you say no is the hardest. And then the second time gets easier and easier. And then you finally get mad and you're like, what? Fuck this. I don't want to hang out with you anymore if you're going to just try to do that to me, because you know my situation. That's not being a friend. How is that being a friend? Knowing that you have an issue with alcohol and then not being a friend. Well, I don't know what happened with the chat, you guys, but I can't answer any pendulum questions at the moment because you're not here to ask me. I mean, I could throw out a couple, but honestly, I've got a headache and you're not there with your questions, so I can't really even think. But thank you guys so much. I just want to say thank you. Please subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I can't emphasize that enough. Share and subscribe, share and subscribe. Hit the all button. Help me watch most. If you made it to the end of this one, put a big heart. Because please watch my content. I mean, if you don't watch it, then what's the point? And I need 1,000 subscribers. So please help me reach 1,000 subscribers and get there. It hasn't been easy. And that and views, just watch my videos all the way through. Even if you have to fast forward it, I don't know. Anyways, I'm tired. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. I mean, sorry. sorry, collective. You have a wonderful night and good morning, and I will see you on the other side, huh? No. Um, I will never see you, actually. You can see me, but, through your comments, I like reading your comments. They're so uplifting most of the time. So thanks for your beautiful comments. Please leave your beautiful comments and what you think about scrying, and if you feel comfortable with it. And again, thanks you guys. You've been just fabulous. And that's the message.